Hey guys, Zach here. In this video, we're going to talk about calling prospects on the phone, how to get over the fear and get on the phone. So in this day and age, we're looking at a lot of folks growing up in a space where texting and Facebook and social are these ways to communicate and engage with other people, and emails just feel easier when it comes to communicating with a prospect. But when it comes down to someone taking out their wallet and giving you money for a service, it's very important for you to call someone on the phone and have a conversation. So what do I mean by this, and why is it a big deal? Well, truthfully, a lot of the time in business, especially when you're starting out, there's a lot of fear and emotion and things that go on in your mind that aren't true, but that feel so powerful and hold you back from making the simple phone call you need to make. So what do I mean by this? Well, when I first started out making cold calls and making calls in general or following up with prospects, I typically would just get nervous. I would start to sweat in my palms. I would start to feel a little bit jittery. I felt my stomach would feel heavy. This is weight on my chest. It was this strong anxiety feeling of not wanting to make a phone call to a prospect, not wanting to do sales because I may get rejected or they may tell me no. And I think this thought process and fear is very common. I think a lot of folks are afraid to make phone calls. I think a lot of folks avoid it in text and email and social media comment over making the phone call. And that's a sad thing, because 10, 15 years ago, you had to call somebody. There wasn't any texting going on, right? So what I want to encourage you to do is don't be afraid. Here's what I mean. Whenever you call someone, typically they're like surprised, number one. They're doing something, number two. They're not really thinking about you. And that is an important thing. Most folks don't really care about you as much as you care about you. And so what do I mean? If you are afraid of getting rejected or afraid of the possibility that calling someone may have a bad result, that's typically made up, because most folks these days appreciate a phone call. Here's what I mean. When I call prospects who I've already engaged with, or already talked with in some way, they usually go, oh yeah, that's right, we had an email conversation, thanks for calling me. They always appreciate a phone call, and their thoughts about you and their rapport that you build increases because you made a phone call, right? Sometimes you don't even know what to say, or you say the wrong thing, but over time you learn a couple questions, a couple go-to things you can say in any situation that makes the awkwardness settle down and the information flow and progress takes place. You want progress. And if you're going to send an email, someone's going to wait till later, or they're going to miss the email, or if you send a text, it means you're not that serious, right? You need to be taken very seriously. And the way you get taken very seriously is by picking up the phone, pressing the 10 numbers, and pressing send, right? It's important to make those phone calls. So here's a few tips that you can use to help you get over the fear of calling. Number one, know what you're going to say, know how you're going to open. Okay, so I will write down all the time what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, and then my hope is that that goes well. And if it goes well, then I just go from there. And I tell them why I'm calling. Your open's really important. People get called, sales calls all the time. You're not the only person who does it. Get over yourself. Just write down a few things you're going to say, like, hi, how you doing? Ask them, listen to what they're saying. Hey, that's great, cool. Quick question, is this person there? So in our case, a lot of times we're saying, hey, is the property manager there? Or hey, is the hotel on duty, hotel manager on duty there? So like that, those kind of things are the great questions openers that you learn over time in any business. You just learn who to ask for. Typically it's a gatekeeper, right? Someone who can tell you no, but they can't tell you yes. That's not the person you want to talk to. And when you know that, when you talk to the right person who can tell you yes, typically they're very kind, they're respectful, and they want to talk to you because you have value to bring them, right? So keep that in mind. If you have value to bring someone, then they will want to talk to you. If they can only tell you no, they'll be kind of a jerk, maybe push you away, or hey, no, I'm busy, or hey, no, she's busy because she's on the phone or something going on. Can I take a message? And those things happen. That's just part of sales. That's part of life, so you have to learn to get over kind of yourself and what maybe is bothersome about making calls, and truthfully just don't think about you. Press the 10 numbers and press send. Good things happen. That's really it. Just press the numbers and press send. To keep it simple. Don't worry about what they could say, what they might say, what they could be doing. Oh, it's lunch hour. They're probably eating lunch. Don't worry about that. Oh, it's past 5 o'clock. They're probably done for the day. Don't worry about that. Just call, right? If they're busy, they won't answer the phone. Leave a voicemail. Tell them who you are. Just keep things simple. Be human. But man, get on the phone. Have a conversation. Wouldn't you rather hear this voice, hi, how are you, than, hey, what's up, in a text message? What's up, bro? Listen, you don't want to do that. Okay, you want to be taken serious, and you want to ask for big sales numbers, and you do that on the phone. So get over your fear of calling, and the number one way to do that is to get over yourself. And if you get over yourself, you'll have no problems, and after a while, you'll love it. It'll be the most fun part of your day, making sales calls. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you. I hope it helped articulate some ways you felt in the past and how you feel now. And now I hope that you just go forward and crush it and start making calls all the time and closing deals and having a lot of fun making a profit. Comment below, subscribe to this channel. Let's build a community of profit together.